All right. So a lot of people, well, I'd say everybody's divided. You like it or you really hate it with the end of the match for Brock Cena, for Brock Lesnar and John Cena. But I want to know, Kevin, are you okay with Brock Lesnar losing to John Cena?
Yes, I am. Because it immediately began to make sense with Laurinaitis' promo on Raw, as far as, although he was talking like Cena lost, but everything he said was still pretty valid. Now, but what he did say is he proved that he's human. When a lot of people would argue that this was the opposite, it was more Super Cena. Danny, how do you feel about that?
We both picked Brock Lesnar to win because we thought that was the choice that made sense.
Right.
And it still seems like it makes sense, but when everybody was getting upset, like especially like in the chat, and it's like any pay-per-view, the thing you want to tell them is, like, why don't we just wait and see how this pans out before you declare it the worst booking you've ever seen? Like, somebody at one point declared this the worst pay-per-view ever while in the chat. And like I told him, you need to watch more pay-per-views because this is definitely not the worst pay-per-view. It was pretty good from top to bottom.
Danny, I loved the pay-per-view. Even the Kane Randy Orton match, which I predicted would be such I didn't even want to talk about it with you.
I told you it'd be better than you thought.
I openly said in the chat, I thought this is actually pretty, like I was enjoying it.
Yeah.
And but as far as the Lesnar Cena ending, I didn't like the fact that he pinned him on steps. Because how does that happen? Well, this isn't falls count on anything. You got to get that fuck on the mat. But that fucking FU looked legit, and I'm okay with it. Brock Lesnar took that insane fucking trip over the rope and almost busted his leg up, and then he started, like, what was he, smiling about it? It was a great moment.
Once he got up and realized he was going to be okay, then he was even fucking scarier after that.
And that made the fact that he went for it again even more believable and cool. He's like, I don't give a shit. I'll do this again. Runs into the chain. We all know what happened. I'm completely okay with it. Why should Cena lose, or why should he win? Why is that believable or not? Anything's believable. If we've learned anything, it's that Brock Lesnar can easily get forced to tap out by a little guy named Mir, or can get knocked out by some Mexican guy. It's not like this guy's infallible. But they made him look great, and he lost. Big deal.
And I think it made both guys look strong because, I mean, Lesnar looked like a beast. He looked better in that ring than, anybody's ever made him look. And I'm going to give that credit to Cena. And Cena wins the match, so he still looks okay. Storyline-wise, we don't really know what to make of it, and it's probably going to play itself out. Maybe it could have gone better if we'd done, whatever fantasy booking other people came up with. But for now, like, you just have what they're going to give you. Go along for the ride and see where it goes. And once it's all done, then you can look back and say if it was good or not.
I am the best in the world at what I do.
Can you change that way?
I am the best in the world at what I